off we hobble. Courtesy. I intend to develop myself in a positive manner and to avoid heavy. Number two, I intend to develop self-discipline and work my best for myself and others. Number three, I intend to use for myself and my fellow man and never Courtesy. All right, so we're going to start off with sticks. So I'm going to just quickly organize that with sticks. All right, so we're going to start off just with some basic flow patterns first. So as we start off, we're going to go open guard. So just simply on the side of our shoulders and what they would call top, basic Abecedario strikes are not even Abecedario, but I'm hitting with my right and then my left. And as I'm doing this, instead of just here, try and really pay attention to your body posture. So I'm turning my shoulders as I strike, I turn my shoulders as I strike, right? We're going to do it in form for a minute, and then we're going to work with partners too, okay? So as we warm up, you're just going right, left, both of them are one strikes, coming right to the center line, and then just bring the stick right back, right? 30 seconds, go! We're going to hit these as all 30 seconds drills, maybe. Go around the wall, and around the wall there's a white bucket that's got boatloads of sticks in it. Feel free to pick a pair out. I think you come to stick lessons to get your sticks.
Well, because last time you only used both.
All right, time. So now you're going to go forehand, backhand. So I'm going to go forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand. And as you're doing it, making sure the hand comes all the way back. So if you're looking from the side, it's coming back as I come back to the backhand instead of it's just up here, tap, tap. Get that stick moving, forehand, backhand, right? 30 seconds, go.
Yes, sir.
There. Forehand, backhand. Bring the hand stick all the way back. All the way back. So just looking at it. Get that forearm working, get that wrist working, bring it to the shoulder, not the waist. Instead of here, shoulder, from the shoulder, and it should be coming down on an angle, not flat across. 1 and 2 is angular strikes. Forehand, back, forehand, back. And then you're going to go high-low. So I'm going to go forehand high, backhand low, forehand high, backhand low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. 30 seconds, go. Here, hit the neck, hitting to the knee, hit the neck, hit to the knee, neck, knee, neck, knee, neck, knee. Forehand back, forehand back, forehand back. Now you're going to add an extra high strike in. So now I'm going to go forehand, backhand low, backhand high. Forehand high, backhand low, backhand high. Right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Neck, knee, neck. Neck, knee, neck. And go. It is a backhand. Forehand, backhand, back. Forehand, backhand, back. should be the neck. To the neck, to the knee, to the neck. To the neck, to the knee, to the neck. Time. Now the 8 counts. They're going to go high, 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 forehand, backhand, high, high. And then you go high, low, forehand, backhand, up to your hand. And you're going to go low, low, forehand, backhand, up to your hand. And you're going to go low, high, forehand, backhand, up to your hand. Right? So just again, think about it. Number 1, everything is forehand, backhand, and then repeat the other hand, forehand, backhand. You're also going to go high, 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 low, 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 high. Pretty simple pattern. High, 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 low, 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 high. Makes sense? Yeah. So those are the 2 theories. Right hand, left hand, actually 3. Right hand, left hand, forehand, backhand, high, 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 low, 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 high. Simple, right? Simple, easy. Let's see how you do. Go! Find out more and start banging sticks. Stretch. 30 more seconds. 10 time. All right, so now jump in with a partner. So you guys just turn around, and then on the camera, for the most part, you guys can just turn around. And some, we're going to be virtual partners. I can't see you, but you can see me, so you just got to keep my face, right? So we're going to go right back to the beginning again. So the first flow is what? Right. It's just simple forehand. Forehand straight, forehand straight. What commonly is called kata, which is just when I'm going 1, 2. And some people just go, oh, this is really simple. But think about it, if I have 2 sticks in my hand and I'm attacking Mr. Kessler, and I'm going wham, 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 right? Those are fast, quick strikes that are coming in, you know, and they're going to be, if he's good, he's going to be able to block him, but if not, that's just, you know, fast, quick strike, right? And certainly can happen. So, kata, forehand, forehand. Make sure you're getting the stick to your body to turn and focus on where this other stick is. So instead of leaving them out here, right, I'm making sure that it's coming right back to my shoulder. So I'm chambering the stick in between each and every single one. All right. So ready, set, and go. And lightly tapping stick. This also helps you have good control. Don't smash my sticks on it. Turn. Extend your wrist, arm stays close to your body, hand stays in front of the center line of your chest. And down by your heart. Don't reason, no reason to lift the sticks up here. Nice and low. Time. What one was next? Forehand, backhand. So forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand. Right? And same thing, lightly tapping right on the center line. Go to work. Sir. Catch in the hand? I didn't know. Oh, I love when that happens. Reminds me to hold my stick strong. Once in a while, I have to just keep that. awesome thing about sticks is when you get hit, you get a mistake you make. More than if you mistake the other person. Time, what was next? Right, so now still the same forehand backhand concept, but high, low, like I'm smashing towards your knee. Think of the extension of the sticks to the knee, not necessarily the arm, but the extension of the stick. And here's the other thing too, when you work with a partner, make sure you're reaching with the stick towards your knee. Commonly when people will go low, they swing their stick low this way, right? The person is in that close one. What am I hitting? Right? As I swing low, this isn't where I'm striking, right? Not unless like a thrust is coming in my body and I'm getting it out of the way. If I'm trying to hit you, I have to reach with my stick. So as I go low, my stick extension should be here, not here. Commonly, I find that when I'm missing with someone, it's because I'm reaching and they're like out here instead of reaching out with my sticks, right? So be conscious of that as you go through. High, forehand high, backhand low. Good work. There. So be conscious of where that other stick is. Feel it rest just below your delta. And time. What was next? Nope.
High, low, net.
Yes, high, low, high. So it's one of our typical 3-count entries. High, low, high. So I'm going high, low with the backhand, high. High with the forehand, low with the backhand, high. And remember, this should be like I'm hitting down into the crux of the neck, kind of this part of the neck. I'm not getting flat across the neck. This is a 2-strike is downward, this end, right? This would be a high 3, not a, or a high 4 rather, back, right? This should be a 2-strike, so it comes down, right? 3, 2, 1, go. Sure. Go. Time, and then the next one was
High, low, low. No, high,
well,
high.
actually, there was one in the middle that I missed. I missed the 8 count, which actually is high, low, low. So I would go high, low, which is the 8 count. So we'll do that one now. So you're hitting with your partner, forehand high, backhand high, forehand high, backhand high, forehand low, backhand low, forehand low, backhand low, right? So 8 count, high, low, right? Good work, sir. Forehand, back. So it should be like I'm hitting you with the forehand, and I'm reaching out to go back. So it's like I'm reaching and I'm hitting towards your knee. From shoulder to the hip. Forehand, shoulder to the hip. Yeah, well, we got high, and then low. Forehand to the knee, backhand. But it's not up, it's still go down. Forehand, backhand. Yeah. And go forehand, low. We'll stop your neck. You can't help it. Instead of coming up this way, so it'd be like you go smash, right? I'm doing it upright. Like I was behind you, like, yeah, I'm never it's not. Not this, it could be, because I could also be going here, hit the femoral artery, right there, that's short, but it's not. Right, it's still a downward strike either way. Right? Carry on, keep going. Ready, sound. Ha, ha. Oh, I'm definitely. I might have done I don't know. Time. And next was, yeah, high, 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 low, 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 high. Forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand. All high, high, low, 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 high. All right. 16 count, hit it. Yes, sir. I'll give you a minute to get this one done. Don't switch your feet that way, just turn yourself. All right, so now doing a couple of quick drills that for those with partners, Sonia and I will just try and work this the best we can. So it's going to be a little bit of conditioning drill and understanding blocking right in the counter. So it's going to be root blocks. When I do a root block, I want to have my hand. So keep in mind with a root, if rain runs on the roof and it's this way, it runs into my hand, right? So when I do my root block, I want it this way, so it runs away from my hand, right? So what's going to happen is Mr. Kester is going to hit my root. This is a single stick drill. So drop one of this stick. All he's going to do is strike 3 times right on top of the root. So he hits my root 3 times. I have to make sure my forearm stays strong so it doesn't bang me in the head, right? And then right away, he puts his root there and I go tap, tap, tap. He hits mine. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And so I'm just using mostly my forearm to be able to get that thing going, right? And then we go to 2. So then we go 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we go to 1. So it goes 1, 1, 1, 1. So I'm blocking and I'm striking again right away, right? Everybody get it? Sure. This is a good one. You're gonna like this. At least your forearms are going to. All right, ready? 30 seconds back and forth, 3s, and then when I say 2s, we go to 2, and then 1 to 1, no breaks. Ready? Get this, go! Sure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm hitting you, Simon. I can't see you, but pretend I'm hitting you. And you're hitting me. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. I just figured out which one you were. We're on time, I don't know. There's also a delay on the video, so it's kind of weird. 2s, go! 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And singles, strike, block, straight, block, straight, block, straight, block, straight, block, straight, block, straight, block. Almost there, like 5 seconds left. 6. Time. Shake that down for a second. You guys all feel that?
Yeah.
Good, you did it right. It didn't hurt, you didn't do it right. All right, so now we're going to go to the same thing with the left hand. Because we don't only left hand out and have these big Popeye forearms with our right and little wimpy tweaks with our left. So, left hand, same drill, 30 seconds, start with freeze. 3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, 3. Block, block, block. Up. 1, 2, 3. One, 2. Full range. Don't just tap and get that forearm moving. 1, 2. Bring it back. Don't hit yourself in the head there. Try to hit the same shot on the spot on the stick each time. Make sure your roof is facing the right direction so the stick doesn't run down and hit you in the head. Runs. Straight, block, straight, block, straight, block, straight, block, straight, block. Time. And shake it. All right, so now going back to double sticks. And we're going to play around with the double bind takeaway, right? So the double stick bind takeaway. So keep in mind that this one is more of a dexterity builder and understanding like leverage and pushing and pulling on somebody's stick. More so than going, this would be the perfect one for me to use defensive wise, right? There's many ones that are, in my opinion, much better defensive wise, but this one really helps you to understand the theory and the concept of how to get somebody stick out of their hand. Because if you're doing it with 2 sticks and you do it wrong, it doesn't work at all, not even close, right? So Mr. Kessler is going to feed me a 1 strike, and I'm going to block, and then I just go in, and I'm popping this stick out this way with this stick in my hand, right? And so we're just going to do it off the right hand for now. So the details are he hits, my inside hand is going to sweep, and then my back hand catches it. This hand would really be a whip take to the wrist. And if I do this well, this thing is going to automatically pop out of his hand anyway, because I just went bam, but I hit his wrist, not the stick. Right? So I smash the wrist, and then it's a matter of leverage. I push in, and I have to get this stick so that his stick is like going to 90 degrees across my stick. If I'm here, it's not going to happen. I've got to get it here, where you notice what happens with his hand. Look at his hand, and I go here. Look how his hand moves up. Even if he grabs it tighter, as I get to here, it becomes harder for him to hold on to that, right? But instead of just using my hand, where it's much easier to apply it out, I've also got to pay attention to this stick at 90 degrees. Because if I start to get here, resist a little bit, right? And I'm here, the stick just kind of like pops out. So I'm paying attention to the leverage on the wrist, and then I got to make sure that as I push the stick this way, I'm not pushing it here because it would just hit me in the foot. No, just extend your spine. Yeah. So that would just slide out, right? So I got to make sure that this stick is in the right position. So I'm at 90 degrees here against the stick. I'm getting the 90 degrees against his wrist. And this is where I get to start getting to that position where I can take it away, right? Again, this isn't one of those ones that I would say, this is going to work all the time. This is a very low percentage move, but it forces you to really pay attention to the details, okay? So we'll do this from a couple angles for the Zoom team so you guys can see a little better. So if Mr. Kessler's here in front of me, and we'll do it forwards and backwards, he hits, I hit, actually they can't see a single thing from that. Never mind. He goes this like this. So he hits me, and my right hand catches, my left hand catches, I smash to the wrist, I push in with this stick goes to 90 degrees, and then I flip down to be able to pull it out, right? Everybody understand? Sure you do. So one more time, he hits, I go 1, 2, smash, but not really, right? Right? And then this, I pay attention to this thing, and then I come in, and then I go down, and hopefully it'll come out, right? And obviously, I really got to pay attention to all of those things at once, because if I just focus in on this, like this stick split right out, because I wasn't paying attention to here, I was talking about the detail. But it's got to be that when he hits, I'm going here, and I'm paying attention to all of the details, and now I can follow that. Okay? So, do what you can. Sure. And then for the Zoom team, a bunch of you guys have partners. For Samya, this is kind of hard to do in form, but what you're thinking is you're visualizing the strike coming into your neck, and I'm hitting, it's going to be one strike to block the first one, and then a 2 strike from this hand, but they kind of sweep across. And then I'm focused on the wind kick here. This hand still has the stick, and then I'd be pushing in, and then I pop through with this hand, right? I used to do this a lot, visualizing it, and it is challenging, but I just think 1, 2, wind kick, push in, and then pull down, right? This hand's going to kind of push down. Here is what I'm doing. I show it this way, but it would really be pushing backwards, right? 1, 2, smash, and then flip with this hand. Right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right? And then once you get that side down and feel pretty comfortable with it, switch it and work it off the other side. So then you would end up going left, right, right, right? So play around with it, and I'll look at it in a minute. Let me just see if these guys are getting it done. So right hand, so you start here, or almost like the Villa Brea kind of strikes. If I start from here, it's not going to work. So this would be more like an open guard. Right? And also for Zoom team too, for you guys as well, as I start this move, this wouldn't be something I'm doing from a closed guard, right? I would tend to not try it from here because my arms are going to end up getting crossed there. This stick kind of needs to be here to where it can follow, but this stick can come back this way. If I'm here, it can't really come back. My arms need to be this way. So it's going to tend to be from an open guard, or like if I'm here, like say in Villa Brea, when we do like the 6-count Villa Breas, and we do all of those types of strikes. If I were to like hit strikes across, they hit with this hand, and I'm here, and now this hand was coming in, this is where like one of those would end up coming in, right? So almost start with your sticks on the right shoulder, or right shoulder and left shoulder, but don't tuck the arm, it'll totally confuse you, right? And then it's inside, sweeps twice, switch it, push down. Yeah, that's the general mechanics. And then do it again. And then what you want to do with your footwork is instead of staying in front of them, is I do this, I start to move off to the side. And then keep kind of working around this circular motion. If you were to think of like the action, right? I'm stepping in that's here. Right? And this is just kind of pulling around. Right, and now from there, you just got to get the angle to where instead of pushing it into them, you're getting it put down. Once I get in and I have this leverage point, then I can flip down. And ideally, once it's here, if you flip this down, it'll pop out.
He's over there now. Have to wait till it gets back. What I'm wondering
Mute
is,
it, please, because otherwise it's terrible feedback there.
Right hand, left hand on it. Right hand, left hand. Kick out left hand, move over, right hand passes. Step in. Oh. So, step in like that. Move this here. So keep stepping here, or? Yes. But it's, yeah, it's gonna be like, I might inch in with this and pull it to around. And then if she's hitting me. Here, this stick's gonna go by as the left hand. Oh, not right, yeah, it's not here, here, it's here, let it fly by as that one face of it. Then I smash this, and then I start to push in. Can I see, how you do that? Sure. So I'm going here, and then my left hand comes to my shoulder. So even if I start here, is that hand comes out this hand. Now, if this hand goes away, this hand goes. The arms are gone. Right, yes. So my left hand goes over the right hand.
Suppose you could kind of hook on it, because he did kind of talk about taking a.
Hey, Renchi?
All right, what you have for questions, team?
Yes, sir. On the, after you've hit the other person, the attacker's wrist, you've got your sticks parallel, but are you hooking the end of your stick over the attacker's wrist or not?
Am I hooking it? No, there's no hooking at all.
So, well, we can't really show you. So for
Sure you
example.
can. Let me see. Do it to Karen. So she hits you and you do what?
Hit me.
Start from the.
Okay, so now I hit a wrist. I'm
Yep.
going like this. Am I going like this or like this? Is my
So-
stick parallel to her arm or my stick over her arm? Her wrist?
Your stick, only the tip of your stick should be on her wrist. Right?
Okay.
So all you're doing is you're holding your wrist in place with the right, basically, as you push through with the left.
Okay,
Right. And then you also want to get an angle that's closer to her body. So if I have Jennifer, right? So you just there we go. So with Jennifer, she hits me, I hit the right. My left hand replaces it as the right hand goes by. My right hand smashes the wrist. And I'm going to lift the stick up so it's about parallel with the ground. And then I want to get it 90 degrees to her wrist, right? So as I start to push this stick in, for that to happen, I have to move forward, right? Otherwise, I'm way out here and I'm not going to get the angle. So I move in, and that's where this stick starts to push. And now, right? Then from here, I'm just going to keep this hand stable. I really don't push that much with this hand. It's this hand that does the push, right? You know, and keep in mind that she could hold that if she wanted, but this also just happened. 1, 2, smash, but that hit the wrist, right? So when that hits, her tendency is not going to be to hold that stick very tight anymore. So for me to step in and pull it out quickly isn't really that far of a cry, right? All right. Does that help, Jim?
it does.
Let me
Thank
do
you,
it
sir.
again.
Okay. He's listening. Just do it.
Go right, left. It shouldn't be both sticks hitting at once. It should be right hand, left hand. It should be like tap, tap. Right, left, tap, tap. Right. That's better. Yep. Yeah, that's it. Pam, question? Okay. All right, Samuel, let's see how it looks. Yeah, pretty good. The one thing I would say, Samia, yeah, there you go. Right, right. Pay attention to your footwork so you're moving in. So right, left. Yes, good. And time. And then, of course, the next key would be, can you do it with both hands, right? So where Mr. Kessler hits me with the right, and I get 1, 2 here, smash, and also the left hand comes in, I hit run it. So, do it again. Okay, do it again. I go here, 1, 2, hit, and I get to here. Let's see who would be disappointed if I did it that way. 1, 2 here to smash, and 1, 2 here to smash, right? You're just getting it to where you can flow from one side right back into the other side and pull it out, right? So that's the trick of the day. The double stick bind. right, very good. That's all the time we have for playing with sticks. And everybody face your partner first, please. This time, oops, bow. And then everybody face back towards front. And relax stance, ladder and proud as a dedicated student of martial arts.
And dedicated to martial arts.
I will live by the principles black belt.
I will live by the principles black belt.
Honesty,
Honesty,
courtesy,
courtesy,
integrity,
integrity,
self-control,
self-control,
perseverance,
perseverance,
and indomitable spirit.
and indomitable spirit.
What is the goal?
Black belt excellence, sir.
Neutral stance position.
Yeah.
Set. Courtesy. Oh.
Respect my course.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for playing with sticks. Thank you, Zoom team. I hope you guys didn't smash each other's fingers too badly. Sami, I didn't hit your fingers at all, did I?
No.
Glad to hear it. Nice
Bye,
flow
see
with
you
the one side.